There's a shop in Dublin called the Pen Corner. It sells pens. It's a pretty niche little shop. It's actually quite nice to go in and wander around. It's quite a neutral store. However, the reviews for the Pen Corner on Yelp have been a sort of running joke throughout my friend group for a couple of months now, because they are, for some reason, the most eclectic, vitriolic, and just genuinely astounding reviews of anything that I've ever read anywhere online. And I feel it is now time to share these beautiful, beautiful scrolls with all of you. Just to give you an insight into the type of person who actually writes Yelp reviews for pen shops, I will read you out one of the most positive reviews of the Pen Corner. Oh, the creamy, smooth texture of fine paper, soft under your touch. The feeling of a slender, thick, stubby or long writing tool in your hand as you wrap your fingers around each in turn, trying to find the perfect fit. Ah, the discovery that, as many notebooks as you may have opened and filled before, each new one brings a sense of delicious pleasure as you spread the pages out and press your pen into it for the very first time. Oh, the delight at finding hand-bound, locally made, beautiful vessels just waiting to be filled with the spill of your imagination. So many choices displaying themselves to you. So many temptations for you to long for, to want to take home, unwrap, and possess for your own. The sated sound as you pay for your secret delight. A bit of luxury, to be sure, a guilty pleasure. But the counter girl gives you a knowing smile because she, like the madame of a pleasure dome, knows that you'll be back when desire becomes too great and your blood sings for the finest joys. Bottom line, Inkgasm. When it comes to my writing, I've got plain tastes. Spiral-bound notebooks and ballpoint bics, thanks. But when I take that short stare down to the stationery room at Pen Corner, I lose all sense of reason. Despite a less than helpful staff. Blonde saleswoman of a certain age, I'm looking at you. The store continues to draw loyal customers, new and old, thanks to the very best selection of beautiful pens and paper products. There was a bit of a scuffle with that less than friendly saleswoman over an injured pen in need of service, but otherwise, I urge you to go. Go now, and send me a lovely card. I'm intrigued by this rude saleswoman, so let me read on. Here's another review of the Pen Corner. I definitely met Bridget's woman of a certain age, but forewarned is forearmed, and I didn't take offence at her abrasiveness. I think that's just her manner, and isn't reflective of her opinion of the customers. Pretty sure. I managed to get a smile out of her, but she reverted to that same roughness almost immediately. Anyway, nice shop. I didn't look too much at the pens. I have a nice one, but I don't have the resources to upgrade. Yet. But I did spend some time downstairs with the paper. Lovely stuff. It almost feels wrong to sully it with my drivel. There couldn't possibly be any more reviews. I mean, why would somebody have such utter hatred and distaste toward a pen shop? Absolutely bloody awful. I find it hard to express how cheesed off I am with this place and its staff. I left in a vintage St. Dupont fountain pen for repairs in early summer, and I have had to chase staff repeatedly for updates on its status. There doesn't seem to be any sense of care for the customer. There's a lot of places where you can get great pens. I wouldn't touch this place with a barge pole. Okay, well that one seems kind of, angry, but... My partner was buying a pen for Christmas for me. After choosing a pen, I walked out wondering where else I could buy it, and reluctant to give them my patronage because of the staff attitude. They did not make it an enjoyable experience, or even feel welcome in the shop, especially consider they are buying a premium item. While trying to ask a question, I was interrupted with several answers to different questions before I was finally allowed to finish my question and get the answer I sought. It's such a shame. I would think that a small independent trader would welcome customers and not treat them like a bother. Now, my friends, we enter the 3 colours blue of bad reviews. Preamble, apparently a Mont Blanc isn't just a mountain in France, it's like a really expensive pen. Like hundreds of euro for a fucking biro. These people are all sane. They ruined my Mont Blanc. I have never been so infuriated by a sales assistant as I was by that man. I asked if he owned the store. He replied, yes. I was shown an inscription the day I bought the pen. It was in a lovely dark greenish colour. I commented how good this looks as it was understated. Perfect for its intended owner. The day I collected my pen, I was shown a bright white inscription. My heart sank. Nearly a week's wages gone down the Swanee. I was close to tears. Are you not happy? He asked. I replied, not really, this is very different to the one that I was shown. He said, really? I asked to see the one I had been shown. He knew he messed up. He said it was because it was old. It's not the fact that he walked away from me, came back with different reasons for this, or the fact that when I asked what my options were, he simply replied, I don't know, and continued to gaze out the window. If this man was the owner, I'm really surprised that these guys are in business. He came back up the stairs the final time, and I now have a Mont Blanc with an inscription that's half white, half not there. I can't actually put into words how much he ruined my surprise for my boyfriend's 30th. I will never shop there again, and I advise anyone, never pay up front, in full, in good service, as this man doesn't give a monkey's. Lovely stock. Awful service. Shocked to this day and age that attitudes like theirs exist in retail. I own a business in Dublin too, and I will never recommend this store to any of my clients.
Fill me up with your heat, with your noise, with your dirt overdo.